when I was in school, they used to always say, okay, read the Wall Street Journal, right, to really understand the market. You'll be, a lot smarter if you read the Wall Street Journal for a year. I don't have a ton of time in my day to do that anymore. But what I do every day religiously, and I can't recommend this enough, is I listen to the Bloomberg Surveillance podcast each morning. Each episode is probably like 30 minutes. Even if I only make 15 minutes in, 10 minutes in, they do a great interview generally with, somebody who's running a large fund or a very smart economist. And it does two things for me, right? It really kind of level sets me on where the market is, where experts think it's going. And it really just introduces me. I'll be totally honest. I've been in this industry for well over 15 years. But even the past 3 or 4 years, like I'm picking up kind of vocabulary and understanding and kind of hearing about models and the way that people much smarter than me are interpreting the data that's coming out. So I can't say enough about it. The first few months you're listening to it, some stuff will be kind of over your head, but very quickly, I can't say enough. You'll pick up the dialogue, the dialect. You'll use that when you're speaking to your bosses, to your peers, to your clients. You're going to understand how other people are looking at the market, what's going on there. So I can't recommend that enough. CBRE's got a good podcast called The Weekly Take with Spencer Levy. Follow Spencer. He's a brilliant guy. Have had the chance to interact with him a lot in my career. Can't say enough about Spencer. I see a lot of people from Walker Dunlop on here. Willie's great to follow. Willie's brilliant. I've got a lot of respect for him, so he's another person to follow. And then the last thing I'll say is, whether it's the Reddit commercial real estate forums or some of these other forums, like they're interesting places to spend some time, see what people are talking about, see what's topical. I think there's a lot of people offering kind of good advice to questions that everybody's kind of asking in there. I will say, there's a lot of people posing as experts in there that aren't. So take everything with a grain of salt. When people are saying, it's a doomsday scenario, understand it's not as bad as they're making it. And when people are saying, hey, my job's so great, and here's what's going on in the world, understand it's not as good as they're saying. It's always somewhere in between. But I do kind of find that those forums and stuff are an interesting place to kind of keep a pulse on what other people are thinking about and seeing in the market.